Hi, this is Habiibah Musana and welcome to Empowered to be Great. Those of you who are joining me today for the first time, you're welcome. And I always tell you to not just be a guest here, be family by subscribing to the YouTube channel and clicking the notification button so that you know when we are releasing a new video. And those of you who have been with me since the last 3 weeks we started, thank you for supporting and thank you for working with us. We are building a community that is going to empower and encourage each other and people that are in need of that help and the empowerment. You know, we cannot do it alone individually. We need a community, and it takes a village, like they say. Today, I want us to discuss something that is very interesting that we all deal with, and that is the fear and the faith. So my topic for today is faith over fear. And we are going to learn how to fight the fear that we always experiencing every single day of our lives. And I hope that by the end of this, all you will have understood how you're going to fight and overcome that fear. Sometimes you might not even overcome it, but how you're going to learn how to do everything and whatever you need to do, even with that fear present in your life. There are so many things that come to my mind when I talk about fear and faith. But there's one thing that comes to my mind, and which is that faith and fear have one thing in common, that they all let us know, or they all ask us to believe something is going to happen. The fear encourages us to focus on what is going to happen, which is negative, and the faith encourages us to focus on some things that are going to happen that are positive. Those are the things that they have in common. The fear is negative and the faith is positive. And today we are learning how are we going to use our faith to overcome the fear. One of the reasons I always tell people, I always share with people that approach me and ask me, I'm dealing with this, I want to start a business, or I want to do this, but I'm so fearful of what might happen. And I always encourage them that they have to be disciplined. When it comes to overcoming fear, you have to live a disciplined thought life. You have to discipline your thoughts, because everything starts within our mind. Everything, when the fear comes to attack us, it starts from the mind. When you are scared, it starts from the mind. When you are not able to do something, it starts from the mind. So I need you to start disciplining your thoughts. I need you to start training your mind to think on those things. There's an episode where I was talking about the power of our thoughts, that when the fear comes, it uses our thinking, it uses how we think about things, it uses our thoughts. When the fear comes, there's something that shifts in our brain that starts thinking, oh my God, I am dead. Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to make it. Oh my God, this is what is going to happen that is negative to me. And that is how the fear creeps into our lives. But a person that is encouraging themselves through faith is a person who says, no matter what happens, no matter what I fear, no matter how hard what I want to do is, I am going to trust that I'm going to do it and do it very well. So just train your thoughts and always focus on what is positive. Always tell yourself, you know what? I might be scared right now, but I'm going to do it scared. There are certain things that I've done in my life that I did not think that I would do, but I had to overcome my fear. I'll give you an example of starting this community of Empowered to be Great and this YouTube channel. I had this idea that I knew that this is what God wanted me to do, but for 5 years I've been sitting on it, and I was always saying, no, I'm so worried about what, I don't want to be exposed in social media. I don't have a social media profile. I don't know how to deal with, bullies on social media, so I don't want to put myself out there. And I was hiding behind those things, but I knew that it was the fear of stepping into the unknown that was holding me back. But at some point I was talking to my husband and I was because he knows I share all my dreams with him and my plans, and I think he got tired of hearing me talking about this, and he told me, but you know what, at some point you're just gonna have to do it. You're just going to have to start. You're just going to have to put a camera in front of your face and start speaking. And I realized that I was just giving myself excuses over excuses, because I was paralyzed by the fear of people seeing me make mistakes, of people seeing me rambling on the video on YouTube, because there are so many people on YouTube who are doing so much better than I am. So my fear of being judged and all those things was holding me back. But the moment I trained my thoughts, the moment I focused and shifted my thoughts to what I can do better, on how I can help and impact people's lives, then the fear started to go. Now you are able to see me sit in front of the camera and speak to you. I might not be perfect right now. I might not be doing the best that there is that can be done. But I believe that my faith is pushing you to come and speak to you every week and release these episodes. So I overcame my fear just simply because I trained my thoughts. And I decided I'm going to focus on what is important. I'm going to focus on what God has promised me to do, that He would do. I'm going to focus on what is good that is going to come out of this project, and I'm going to focus on all the people that are going to be touched and whose lives are going to be changed, because I was able to be obedient. The other thing that I want to share with you is one of the tips that you can use to overcome your fear is associate with people who have a lot of faith. Associate with people who see that the impossibilities can be possible. If you surround yourself with people who think that they can do greater things, who have done greater things, that means those are people that have a lot of faith. If somebody has done something great in their life, it means that person has overcome fear and has a lot of faith. Surround yourself with people like that. People that are going to encourage you, not pull you down. People who are not going to run when you are running. You know, there is that situation, for example, when the lion is coming and all of you just run. None of you is going to stand there to fight the lion. Surround yourself with people who are going, when you are running, that person is going to stand and say, let us stand and let us face this giant together. Surround yourself with people who are going to tell you, you know what, you might feel inadequate in this area, but I'm going to be able to help you, pick you up, and I'm going to encourage you so that you can do it, because I know it is possible. So many of us surround ourselves with people who are very, very negative. I call those people naysayers. They know everything that is going to go wrong. They tell you who failed and everyone that failed, and they tell you the statistics of the failure or in the area that you want to launch in. Those people are people who are going to pull you down. Do not surround yourself with people like that. People who see only what is bad. People who see how it is not possible to make money in a certain industry. How it's not possible for you to go to school at a certain age. How it's not possible for you to have children because you are in your 40s. How it's not possible for you to get married because you are 50. Those people, they are negative people, because maybe they have failed in their life, so they do not see that there is something good that can ever happen, or there are certain things that will never happen. I would like to surround myself with people who see the world in a bigger way. I would like to surround myself with people who are going to tell me, you know what, you might be scared right now, but there is a whole new, different, beautiful world out there if you just take that leap of faith. Those are the people that I'm talking about. Surround yourself with them. They are going to encourage you. They are going to give you wisdom. They are going to guide you. They are going to support you. They are going to help you grow. In my language, there's a saying that says that, tell me who is around you and then I'll show you how you behave. That the people that are surround us, they affect our behavior. The people that we surround ourselves, they affect our thought process. They affect what we do. You can find yourself in a group of people and you see that there's a ceiling that you never get through to. That there's a certain level of stronghold that you all keep on hitting. you have to understand that at some point you have to get out of that box and go find some new friends. Go find some new people who are doing greater things that you also want to do. You go to conferences, you go to places, listen to podcasts and people that are going to encourage you overcome that fear. If you are going to surround yourself with people who are going to conform to the fear that you have, oh, I feel bad for you, because that you will never overcome the fear. But if you want to overcome that fear that you are experiencing, get yourself a group of people who are fearless. Get yourself a group of people who have faith. Because let me tell you, the Bible says that even if you have the faith as small as a mustard seed, you are going to tell to the mountain, move, and that mountain will move. I am telling you what faith can do. It can make an impossible situation very possible. I remember when one of my, I keep on giving you these examples, but one of the things that I've always been fearful of is giving birth, is delivering a baby, because I know, we all know the pain that comes. But let me tell you, there are certain things that are very inevitable, that the moment you realize that you're pregnant, you're going to have to give birth. And when the moment comes to delivering that baby, no matter how scared you are, no matter how trembling you are, no matter how negative you are, that baby is coming. You're going to go through that pain, and you're going to push that baby out, and you're going to deliver that baby. That is how I look at my life now, that there are certain things in my life that are inevitable, that no matter what happens, no matter if I'm shaking, if I'm trembling, if I'm fearful, if I'm scared, I'm gonna have to do them scared. It does not matter, but my faith is what is going to keep me going and moving and tackling that fear at all times. I want to also encourage you. One of the other things is I always encourage people to always increase their faith in God. You're going to say, yeah, you're talking about God all the time. You know, there's nothing else I know but God. And I want to encourage you that one of the things that can drive fear away is your faith in God. Because there are things that God can do that no man can do. And if you sit there and you're thinking, okay, I want to get married, but I'm so scared that I will not find somebody that will love me. Let me tell you, trust God and have your faith in Him and tell Him, this is what I want. The Bible says that do not be anxious, but through prayer and supplication, make your requests known to God. So if you are fearful of something, ask Him and tell me, Lord, take away this fear. God, take away the fear that I have to get married. Take away the fear that I have to step into business. Take away the fear that I have to have friends around me. Take away the fear that I have to start the project that I want. And then He will do it, because I believe that when we are walking in the purpose and the will of God, fear is not present. There's no space for fear. Let me tell you, there are things that people have done, and because they have had a lot of faith and they have trusted in the power of God that makes things possible, that even when the fear was present in the decision making of those things, they still succeeded at it. So I want to encourage you. What are you scared of? Are you scared of? What are you scared? Going back to school, and you feel like you are too old to go back to school, and you're worried about how people will perceive you, that you are 50 and you are in a class? Or are you scared of leaving that job and moving into a new space professionally? Are you scared of maybe, committing to somebody, getting married? There are certain people who are so fearful of commitment and marriage. Let me tell you something. You will never know what you will miss until you test it. What is the worst that can happen? Take that step of faith and encourage yourself and push yourself and trust God and understand that there is nothing that is impossible in the presence of God, because I believe that if it is for you, it is going to happen for you. If God says it is going to happen for you, it will, no matter how scary it is. No matter, I remember there is a story. I want to tell you a story as I finish in the Bible of I think it was Peter. This man, Peter, saw Jesus walking on water, and Peter asked Jesus and told him, can you, because you have a lot of power, tell me to come out of the boat and I walk on water as you. And you know what happened? Jesus told Peter, come, and Peter walked on water. But the moment Peter saw what was surrounding him, water was surrounding him, and the situation around him seemed very impossible, he started sinking. But for a moment he walked on water. But because the fear overcame him and the faith left, he started sinking. There's so many of us are like that we start doing something and we are scared. But when we bump into a difficulty, when we bump into a wall, then the fear takes over. And then we start sinking in our own emotions. We start sinking in our own disbelief because we think, we've bumped into a wall, we cannot even go any further. I want to encourage you, don't be like Peter. Have that faith. Understand that the God who asked you to get out of that boat and walk, he will take you through the whole journey of walking on water. The God who asked you to start a business is the one who is going to see you through when you're starting the business, and is going to help you launch it, is going to help you grow it and make it successful. The God who said that you are going to be fruitful and have children is the same God who is going to help you through that marriage. It's the same God who is going to give you a partner who is going to love you. So do not be fearful. Even if you're fearful, you do it scared. Do it scared. No matter what you do, don't stop doing it, but do it scared. Continue doing it, and eventually the fear will go. Have that faith. Let it rise up in you, and understand that there are so many things that are possible for you. And also understand that you deserve to overcome that fear. That you do not have to live a life of fear. You should not, because it is very crippling. It is tough when a person is full of fear. I have children, and two of my girls, they're scared of spiders. And I don't understand that fear. But of course, there are certain fears that I have they don't understand. But they're scared of this tiny, tiny thing. And every time they see that spider, they scream, "Mommy, come and help me." What do? I go laughing because I do not understand. Because for me, the spider is very small. But for them, the spider is such a big thing that can hurt them. That is how we see certain things. The small things, we magnify them and we think they are big, they are going to take us, they are going to kill us. But the thing is that when you have faith and you see these things through the eyes of God, the way God sees them, they are very small. They magnify your fear. When you see things the way God sees them, the fear is not magnified. So you have to learn that today my fear is going. You have to understand that there's nothing you can ever do if you keep on holding on to the fear. But I want you to know that your faith is what is going to help you get to that side of the wall, to the other side of the wall, to the other side of the business, to the other side of the relationship, to the other side of the joy and the happiness that you're praying for, that you want. I want to encourage you that fear should not be your portion. Faith is something that can help you through. Thank you so much for listening to me today, and I hope that you have learned something, that fear should not be a part of our lives. And even if it is, we can overcome it, or we can do whatever we need to do scared. But at the end of the day, we will do it. So thank you so much. I am Habiibah Musana. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. And please follow me on social media. My social media handles are right there down on the screen. Go there and leave a comment. And comment on this video. Tell me what you want me to share with you next time. What topic do you want me to address? I'll very, very gladly oblige. Thank you so much, and God bless you. I love you all. Bye.